Hi. Good evening. Welcome to Tea Time with Amara. Today I have a question, and it says, "When do you stop working?" Reminds me of growing up days. I used to didn't like to work. I was the first daughter among seven siblings. My mom never had a maid, so I was her maid. In fact, at a point, I tell my friends that she's not my mom. I am a maid because all the work. I was telling my children today, I said, you guys should be lucky. I mean, the only laundry work you have to do is to spread the clothes, and then bring them in and fold them. I mean, if somebody had offered that to me growing up, that hey, you, when it comes to laundry, hello, thanks for joining, Ruby Joe, thank you for joining my live. The question we have today, this is tea time with Amara, so grab something in a cup. I have my quantum cup, purifies all that I drink. Yes, I do not want to. I want to prevent disease from entering my mouth through what I eat. So thanks for joining my life. Love you. Hope you had a good day. I take questions on this tea time with Amara, and the question I have here today is: when do you stop working? When do you stop working? Very wonderful question. And I just said that growing up, I used to hate working because I was the first daughter among seven siblings, and it was work, 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 work. Who I used to be that my mom, hello, good evening. If you tell my mom you're not going to school for whatever reason, mommy is kind of happy, like, really? Oh, do this and do this and do that, and then help me to go and supply some of my produce. She used to bake. So work was crazy. I was telling my kids that if someone had offered me growing up that, oh, for the laundry, all you need to do is take the clothes out of the washing machine, spread it, and then fold, bring it in and fold. I'll be like, God have mercy, that's heaven come down. Because it was work. You got to wash, you got to clean, you got to do this, cook. Oh my God. So when do you stop? And then we grow up as adults. Yeah, I'm sure at the point in growing up, I couldn't wait to leave home. Like, God, the work was so much. And then you become an adult and you find out you have responsibilities and you have to work, 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 work. So the question I have tonight is, when do you stop working? But the question I want to ask you that's come on my life tonight, I want to ask you, if you had all the money you need, if all your needs are met, would you still be working? Can you type a one in the chat if your answer is a yes? You still be working if, you know, there's income. Money is not a problem. Hi, Mary. Nice to have you. Thanks for being on my live. If you had all the money, if all the kids are taken care of, the bills are paid, you don't have any single, owing any money at all, would you still be working? I'd like you to ponder on that question. Perhaps you can answer now by typing a one, which is a yes. If it's a no, type a two. Yes. Um, 90% of most people in the world, we have found out, the way they approach their work, the way they make money is they're in crisis mode. They're in crisis mode, the bills are almost due. I got to pay the children fees. I have to do this. I have to do, if I don't work, I'll be able to meet up. So they're in crisis. If, like, for example, they get to a spot where it looks as if everything is okay for some time, they slow down. But if there's a need, then they have to work hard. So it's like in crisis mode. The external need, their motivation is external. Things around them, things that the situation they find themselves in is what motivates them to work. That's not a good mode, especially if you're working for yourself. For example, the way you approach your business is such that when there is a need, then you do what you have to do. You do the follow up. You up your marketing and your sales skill and all that and all that and all that. And you work harder. Okay, now we are advised to leave the crisis stage. All right, we advise not to make our motivation based on external things. Let our motivation be internal. Let it be self. What do you want for yourself? Have you set goals? Yes. What kind of life would you like to live? What kind of life would you like your children to live? Yeah. What are the things you don't like? Perhaps you don't like not being able to do the things you're supposed to do because of income. Perhaps you don't like depending on anyone for finance. Perhaps there are things you don't like. Now, those are internal motivation. Perhaps you like to live in a different country, or rather, maybe perhaps you would love to travel the world, meet people, do things, maybe help people. Those are Those are internal motivation. And when you walk like that, when your walk is based on internal motivation, it's the survival mode. You're in the survival mode. So you've left the crisis mode into the survival mode. That's very good. That's better than the crisis mode. And there's nothing wrong with working hard for self reason. Because if you're broke, you can't help anyone. If you're broke, you can't help the world, right? You can't help the world by being, you can't help the poor by being one of them. That's a saying. So that's another stage of work. But true success comes when you key into the success mode, the stage of success. And success is defined by when you start living for significance. It's not the money anymore. Perhaps you have all the money. All right. It's not the money anymore. Now you see people. I remember sometimes I've wondered why some certain wealthy person is still working, and you just feel like this now. I've heard somebody make a statement like this is not about money, is a spirit and all that. They just work. Well, the truth is that by the time you get to a stage where it's not the money anymore, you've taken care of all the self need. Everything you need, you have all the money, you can buy any car you want to buy, and then you now switch into the significant phase where you are living for significance, what you can do for others. Your motivation is significant. I want to be significant. I want to help people. So that's where I just asked you that if you had all the money you have and you don't have to pay bills anymore, would you still be working? All right. So that answered the question for me. Why you see the rich people, they still work very hard. Recently at the funeral service of someone that's quite close to me, Mrs. Charity Maduka, and I was actually we were discussing her work life, how she used to work very, very hard and still work very, very hard. They are billionaires. They are very, very, very wealthy. And the lady beside me said, well, you need to know the people that's on her payrolls, widows that she helps, orphans that she pays their school fees and different things she does. Because she has to do that, she needs to still work. So not for herself anymore. Wow. But to be able to impact into people's life. So at that stage, you've left the crisis mode where you're working hard because of external reasons. The bills you have to pay, blah, blah, blah. You have to meet up. The kids, they have to go to school, blah, 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 and all that. You've left that stage. You've left the survival stage where it's all about you and, trying to meet your need, trying to ensure you do the things you want to do. You've got into the significance mode. I hope this helps in answering the question, when really do you stop working? I think on planet Earth, God wants us to live a life of significance. And that is why when he made man, he puts him in a garden and said, take care of it. So work shouldn't really be because we want to pay bills. Work shouldn't really be because we want to meet our needs. Work should be because we want to live a life of significance. So thank you for being here with me with Tea Time with Amara. Check the link in my bio. I promote quantum energy product that is helping us key into a lifestyle of consistent health. Wow, the body was actually made to heal itself. Most chemical drugs, if not all chemical drugs, have side effects. When you use quantum product, like I have the bracelet, I have the wristwatch, I have this necktie, I have the quantum cup, what it does is to help the body activate the cells, increase blood circulation, and help the body to heal itself. So check the link on my bio and get you some product. No matter where you are around the world, you could get it. So thanks for being on my live, Sunny. Hi, Sister Mary. Nice to have you on my live. God bless you, Ruby Joe. Thank you for the comments. Thank you so very much. Yes, the live is recorded. You can watch it again and do have yourself, well, here in Nigeria, about going to bed. But if you are where you are and your day is still on, I wish you the best of the day. All right. God bless you and make the best